Hey, what's going on with y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Paul. We back at it.
We're gonna learn today.
All it takes is one turn of events. It only takes one turn of events, one action, one impact for a man to completely change his life. I told you guys that experience is the best teacher. And with experience, you know how it feels. You know the pain that you had to go through. From that, it will teach you never to go through the ringer again, never to get squeezed the way you did. So in saying that, all it takes for this guy to change, for anyone to change, is one turn of events, one big hitter, a breakup, a big heartbreak, a car accident, being fired from a job, being laid off, having bad credit, right? Not being able to make any purchases. Something big like that, the loss of someone near and dear to them, something big like that. All it takes is one step, one turn of events for someone to get kicked in their ass and really feel the fire and get at it. That's all it takes. Some people just won't get it until they have to experience something. They have to go through the ringer. They have to really understand what being at the bottom truly feels like so they can never do it again. Most people aren't afraid of the bottom because they've never been through it. They've never been there. When you hear Sleeping with the Roaches in a rap song, you nod your head and you're like, yeah. But some people are like, I don't know what he's talking about, sleeping with the roaches. But, I'm living my grand lifestyle. I ain't worried about nothing, right? But if they were sleeping in the roaches, they'd understand that it's not a good feeling. It's not a good experience that they had to go through. It's something that you wouldn't wish on anyone. These experiences, losing someone near and dear to you, a heartbreak, a car accident, or getting laid off, anything of that caliber, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, because these things are just so unfortunate and just just like stay away from them. You know what I mean? Try your best to avoid these things by living the best life you can by becoming your best version. You know what I mean? And when anything like that does happen again, then you know how to combat it, because it happened to you the first time. The second come around, when a chick tries to play you, or when a job tries to lay you off, or when anything happens, right? You know how to combat it. You know, okay, I see what's gonna happen before it happens. You're looking up, you see the signs before you get to the actual scenario. You see the signs and you make the detours to avoid it, because you know your game, you know what to do. Oh, she on that? I'm out. On to the next early. Oh, y'all tripping over here? My manager tripping? I'm out. I already got another one. I'm out early. Just like that. You already have the plan ahead of you because you know what it's like. You've been through it the first time and you experienced it. The hardest pain ever is falling down the first time, because you don't know what it feels like. When you fall down the first time, when you get your heart smashed the first time, when you're broke as hell the first time, you experience that pain for the first time ever, and you're like, wow, this really sucks. Dang, I can't believe what I'm going through right now. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I need to get out of here, right? That pain that you're feeling right now, you will always feel it, and you will always have it in the back of your mind what it feels like, so you can never go through it again. So the second time it comes around, you're always reminiscent of the first time. Like, yeah, it's not as bad because I know what I'm putting myself into. I know what I'm putting myself into. I know how to avoid these things. So it only takes one scenario, one turn of events for a man to change his life. When you're at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And if you're at the bottom and you know you're sleeping with the roaches, you know your heart's broken, you know you're broke, right? You want to get out of that situation, and you want to take the necessary steps to build you up and climb out of climb out of the deep depths of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Climb that cliff up the mountain. It puts a fire under your ass because you know what it's like to be at the bottom, and you never want to go back. You never want to experience the same experience you had before. You know what I mean? it taught you something. That experience taught you something. It changed you. Now before, when you couldn't work out 6 times a week, 5 times a week. Now before you know it, you're working out 7 times a week. You know what I mean? Because you got to do what you got to do. You know you got to get up there. You know you got to change. Now before, when you weren't hustling, you weren't pulling in your bread. Now you're finding multiple sources of income, and you're getting money from here, and it's all coming to you. Why? Because you got your ass up from the bottom. You know what it was like living in the trenches. You know what it was like being the bottom of the bottom with the roaches, right? And you never want to go through it again. And that's what makes you keep your success when you have it. Knowing what it was like to be at the bottom. And being at the top, you will never take it for granted. That's why so many people go all the way up. They reach that cliff note, and then they tremble back down. It's because they didn't go through what you went through. They don't have what you have. Alright, so that was the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed. My email's down below if you have any questions for me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see y'all soon.